continuing to just poke each other. I think it's like a battle of who can heal the most at top. And we just saw the jungler actually has gone back, so let's get a glimpse of what he's bought. He's got himself heart of gold boots and single armor there. Swain trying to put pressure onto Rake, but Rake's not having any of it and constantly lay wasting. And does manage to catch him. The stun's missing there. They've just got a glimpse of Nocturne down the bottom, which is why their clairvoyance has just gone down, I believe. I just heard it. Yes, it is. So they're going to catch a glimpse of them on there. So still nothing coming. 10 minutes coming up to it. Kind of expected now. This is how I kind of expect games to go. First blood won't come for a while. And both teams playing pretty precautiously. Remember, there is a double limb. It is loser bracket, the upper bracket. And Wizards at the moment are in prime position. Look at that. Kevin just being pushed by Lanewick there. And the damage, and just the lifesteal, he just swipes it off him. And just, go on and throw your spear at me. Take it. I could take it. And Arani looks like he's going to be heading up towards mid.
Yeah, it looks that way. And something else you should maybe point out, maybe not now as much as it was a minute or so ago, but the map vision that Gamed actually had down was really quite thorough. I mean, right now we're seeing Aranyu's just dropped a ward just below, just in the South River there. But before that, Gamed really had a great vision. Of course, Nidalee, or Kevin as it is on Nidalee, just sticking those traps here, there, and everywhere. And right now we see once again massive lifesteal coming in onto Kevin. And is he going to put a bit of pressure on? Yes, he is. But here is Zyler. He's rolled himself in there. Will Hein get away? He's flashed out. And there's the nice little bit of a heal. And we will actually get Nocturne coming in there. And he's going to go down. Rammus is down. Kevin running
Swain
for his life. And yeah, Swain's actually flashed himself in there as well. But nicely done by Kevin.
Yeah, got himself out of that. Darkness, no matter how good the spectator mode is, darkness still affects you. So you couldn't really see a fat lot of that when it happened. We just caught a glimpse of him coming out and dying. Swain using up a summoner spell there, though, trying to flash in and get the kill. Didn't happen. Nidalee's going to try and do her best to try and clear out the minions, ignoring the heroes as best she can. And really, it kind of went wrong there because Rammus powerballed in and actually caught the tank unit straight away, which kind of backfired because he wanted that stun to initially land onto Warwick and then have to use taunt. Instead, the stun hit the tank unit, which kind of screwed things up. It was kind of like going backwards already. Oh, that was quite clever play there. Going to get the stun on to Vayne. Vayne actually used the Valkyrie to go across, I think he did. Oh, he just missed the ulti though, and he's got to ignite down. He's been exhausted, needs to back away. The ulti lands on him. He's going to get away with 57 health. Clever bit of play though. What he did, he actually Valkyried across, try and get onto sort of almost fake that he was going towards Soraka. And as soon as Vayne came around, he just turned around, put the phosphorus bomb in his face, which is going to put the blind down, and then immediately get the armor penetrating bullets going down. You can see Rammus is spinning up, but Clairvoyance has just gone down there, so they know that they are there. They can see it, but they're going to try and put pressure on this turret. Swain looks like he's going to come down and try and cover them off. Nocturne's going to have to cover mid-turret at the moment, so Swain's just going to try and clear that creep wave out. He can do it easily with his ulti if he wanted, but doesn't want to waste the mana. In fact, he's going to do it anyway, and that will build himself up. But meanwhile, Gamed are starting to put a bit of pressure on towards the towers. Nidalee, you can see, has managed to get it down to half health at the top there, despite his tower being taken down a moment ago by a good half. And Arani's having to cover mid, which is, in the meantime, meaning that the jungler can't come and gank. So they are 3v2 still at bottom, while Swain has brought it back, returning, and we are back to normal.
Yep, and Kevin, at the moment, gone for double Doran's Ring. We see Spirit Visage on Hein on Warwick up at top. Let's have a look through. Catalyst Protector on Carthus, Swain, who also has double Doran's Ring, and also Sorcerer's Shoes. And there's a lot of pings going off down bottom there. And Zyler is actually just going to back his way out of it once again. And again, Game to have some nice wards up around middle. Rake just making sure that he doesn't get caught out there if Nocturne should come around. And right now, things very, very level. There's been some obviously good tower damage. The top tower down to around about half. We're going to see Hein work his way down the river. They actually, there was a ward there, so they knew exactly what he was up to. And he will come back in, and once again, it's just lifesteal, lifesteal, lifesteal on Kevin.
Yeah, chucks a spear back just to for good measure. No wards, actually. Yes, they have, because Nocturne's just stuck a ward at the backside of Dragon. We are approaching 14 minutes, so nobody really made an attempt on Dragon. They think they may be stacking up for it at the moment, and Rani looks like he's going round there to have a look. Clairvoyance goes down the second he steps out. So Gamed are being pushed in mid at the moment, though. It is Rake on Exeter trying to do as much damage as he can. Ooh, got to be careful he doesn't get caught there. Got taken down to 400 health there. Meanwhile, look at that. The top is just... it's a non-stop fan fest. Yeah, such a stalemate between them. And Spirit Visage, like you say, on Hein. Meanwhile, Sheen on Nidley. So trying to use that proc damage from Sheen. But... I mean, look, he just walks in and goes, thanks, 334 hit points. Going to try and jump on him, tries to pounce, get that little bit more damage on him as he gets a swipe, and then he's going to have to back out and heal himself up. So looking back in mid, the moment they are going to get a lot of damage onto Zyla. That's going to force him back. And they caught a glimpse. They know that they are going to be going back for blue buff. Whether Rake's going to try and do anything about that. You can see the ping going down there, and I think Nidley... he's not going to come down. He's thought about it and then backed away again. So looks like they're going to let him have it. So pretty much a stalemate at the moment in the game. 15 minutes gone, and Nocturne's going to head towards top, Joe.
Yep, Nocturne, actually, he's turned away now. Oh. And looks like he may just hover around for something at middle. There is a ward in that bush, though, so actually he's not going to get actually anything from that one. We've got Zyla just on the outside. There goes the slow bar, and Zyla's going to roll in. No, he's not. Decides against it. And it's not a bad decision. There goes the ulti from Nocturne, nicely escaped by Rake. Zyla moves back as well, and that was brilliantly defended by Gamed.
Yeah, I think I saw at least 3 flashes used in there. I saw a few dashing around summoner spells used, so if it hasn't got a kill, it certainly prevented some damage. The ulti being used there. Is Rake going to be able to get in? He needs to back out. He's in all sorts of trouble. He ignites, surely going to land. Oh, and a beautiful Q there from Aranya. He managed to slide it just on maximum range as well. Karthus going to pop his ulti. He's not going to be able to do enough damage. Will that manage to trigger anything in other lanes? That's the question. No, it's not, because Sona's not down there. They're going to immediately head down towards Dragon by the looks of it. They are pinging it. They Game do have a ward there, so they know exactly what's happening. And Soraka immediately healing up, and that's surely going to be Dragon now, because it's a 3v4. They are quite low on health. Rammus is thinking of going in, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He just wants to get in and get a smite down. That's all he's thinking of. Don't think he's going to be able to get close enough there. Looks like Corki is going to finally go in. They do manage to go in there. They managed to get Barbecued down. One more as well. Rammus is trying to keep Nocturne busy. Meanwhile, it's Swain. He's in all sorts of trouble. Swain's very low. He does manage to get Swain down. Nocturne also going down, so it worked out quite well for Game there. It is going to be Kevin jumping, pouncing on towards Soraka. Soraka's in a little bit of trouble here. Look at the damage going straight down. Machine proccing there. He's going to get a heal on himself. Immediately, Warwick comes around, tries to protect them. Kevin actually getting himself stuck in the trees there, but they're going to have to back away. I didn't see who actually picked up the dragon, whether it was... I think it was Wizards that actually got it. I saw Rammus spinning in. I didn't see whether the smite quite landed. I didn't see any gold coming up, so I think it was Wizards that actually got the gold for it, but 3 kills nonetheless for Game is going to make up for that fact. And Sonic, get out, you're being hit by the turret. So first turret going to go down, it will be the bottom one, and Gamed now, that balances it out nicely because they got a turret out of it as well. And Kevin's returned to top. Rake. He's returned to top, and he's going to push heavily on towards that top turret as well. So they're going to have to try and cover off and defend as much as possible. But that actually worked out very well for Game there.
Yeah, it was a really nice exchange, pushing in there, obviously forcing Wizards to split themselves between Dragon. Maybe something about to kick off here in middle. Kevin against Aranya, and Kevin's actually starting to work his way out of that. Spear goes down. He's going to clear out those minions easily, and actually has at this stage both buffs on him from those last kills. And this should clear this middle lane fairly easy. Nif there, who of course is playing Sona, will just go down into that South River. And we see Swain returning for Wizards just to make sure that's not too much damage being put out on that tower. Now, down at bottom, we have just Candy alone with Corki, who is obviously making short work of the minion wave there, and is somehow managing to push this lane. Obviously, the bottom tower did fall for Wizards, so they need to be real careful when they're hanging around that area. Not so much escape potential.
Yeah, so Swain pushing a wave there. He's going to back away immediately, though. Karthus against Lanewick needs to be a little bit careful here because, well, he's got 2,500 hit points already. Managed to get himself that Giant's belt. Obviously, we saw the Sorcerer's Shoes earlier in the Spirit Visage. So, did I see double, triple Doran Ring? Double Doran Ring as well. So, pretty strong lane wick at the moment, and that tower's been left actually defenseless. I think Kevin's going to go up and cover it off. Needs to be careful. Nidalee is... Ranyi was there, so they know he's coming up. Just managed to ward up by Baron and just covering the river, really, if anything. Meanwhile, Corki and Sonna down the bottom are continuing to push onto Vayne. Remember, I did mention that Vayne is more of a late gamer than anything. As a good friend says, he's like the Tryndamere of late games for ranged attack.